Welcome to Classroomate. If you're watching this video, let me congratulate you because this means that you're a teacher that really cares about their students. Classroomate will not only help you become a better teacher for each one of your students, but it will also help you bond with them in order to have a better teaching experience. So first of all, we're going to log in. You will need an ID number or your email address and a password that we will provide you. And then just click on Login. The first thing you will see when you enter your profile is a series of questions that will help us understand the way you teach or your teaching profile. So we have your name and a social security number that will identify you, and then just click on Next. Here we have a series of sentences that describe things that we do when we teach. So you will have to order them from 1 to 4, being 1 the one you consider to be the most important, and 4 the one you consider to be the least important. So I already did this because it's my profile, so I will just click on Next. And then you have another series of sentences that you will have to order from 1 to 4. You are free to change this at any time. And then just click on Next. There are 5 of these, 6, and then you will get to another series of questions or sentences that describe yourself. So here you have to choose the 2 sentences that describe you in the best way of all these 6, right? If you want to choose a third one, the system would not let you. So if you want to change something you already chosen, you have to click on it, on one that you want to eliminate, and then just click on the one that you consider to be one of the 2 sentences that represent you the most. And then just click on Next. I'll go through these questions and then you will click on Finish to end the questionnaire. And that's it for the part of your teaching profile. Then you will get to a page that explains, so that we can have a common language, explains what a strategy is in education and when to use them. So you have 3 temporary criteria to apply these strategies or ways of doing a class, which is the same thing. And you have during the activity is one of them. Then you have strategies that you can do at the end of an activity, and then you will have strategies that will apply when repeated throughout the semester or throughout the year. So here I have the courses that I have. Okay, I will click on Quinto Básico A, which is one of my courses. And if I click on course, I will have an average of all the learning profiles of the students in that course. Okay, so they previously answered the questionnaire where we determined what is their learning profile. And for the course, we have made an average. This means that the strategies you're going to see here are the ones that work the best with most of the class, but not all of them. So you can plan your classes with these strategies by using them, and with this you will have most of the class or the majority of the class learning at their maximum potential. So here we have the strategies that have a title and then they have an example. The title is in bold letters. In this case it reads, "Let the students socialize from time to time with other classmates as long as it does not cause disruption in class." And then the example says, "When students are completing manual tasks such as building models, developing projects, etc., do this, but always make sure that this does not affect schoolwork." Then we have the other temporary criteria, which is things or strategies that you can apply at the end of an activity. So it reads, "Provide the student, if or she wishes, opportunities to teach other students who need support." So if you read these strategies that are recommended for this course in particular, you can see that it's a very social and group-oriented kind of learning profile. So we'll have a lot of things that will have to do with teachers, students teaching other students, or work activities that will have to be developed in groups. But if we go to see the list of the students, this is the strategies for each one of these students. They have the list of the whole course. The ones that are in yellow are the students that are not on the average. So the strategies that are recommended for most of the class, for the majority of the class, will not necessarily work with these students. So let's check out Catalina and see what we have. So here what is recommended is things like give clear instructions to students on how to do assigned work, or allow some freelance work when possible. So here we have a student that has a very different approach to learning, and there are things like help them organize their work, letting them know what activities are going to be done in what order and what is the progress, like where are they in this schedule. So what is the progress that they have had, and of course letting them work individually and not as much as in the group. So what we do to integrate everybody is go to the strategies that are recommended for the course, and then plan the classes around these recommendations, these strategies. But always take into consideration that these students are in your course also. So what we do is that we give Catalina roles into the group that have to do with her learning needs. So in this case, we have a very group and social-oriented learning profile that would require a lot of group activity and group work. So with Catalina, we will integrate her into the group, but we will give her roles that have to do with her needs, like, for example, taking notes of the progress of the group or writing the final report of the work that has been done in the group. And in this way, we integrate everybody into the learning process. As you might have noticed, we have this little box here that says DUA values. DUA is something that the government of Chile, or the state of Chile in reality, has implemented so that schools take into consideration by law the fact that we all learn in different ways. So each time that you have a strategy, we'll tell the teachers which one of the DUA values they are using by using this strategy. These values are here. When you click on DUA, you have this table that is the table that the state gives the schools in order to make sure that they are actually taking into consideration the fact that we all learn in a different way, and that they're doing these things in order to include everybody into the learning process. So each time that teachers in Chile click on a strategy, they will know which one of those values or values they are using by applying this strategy in particular. So there it is. It's very simple, easy to use, and it will cause a huge impact in the learning process of your students. And also, like I said before, it would help you bond with them and have a course that is learning at its maximum capacity and also very motivated and into what you're doing. And this will reduce considerably disruptive behavior that will make your job harder. So basically, by using this, you will have a better time teaching. So thank you and hope you enjoy it. Bye bye.